Welcome back to Diddly Score Farm.
Welcome back, everybody.
And happy New Year's Eve. Or New Year, depending on when you're watching.
Yes, of course, yeah. Trying to get my head around the days.
Yep, Monday is New Calendar Day.
New calendar. You're probably about the right age to have a calendar.
We until very recently we used to, mainly because one of my mother-in-laws used to buy a calendar every year and only write her side of the family's birthdays on it.
Oh, right.
So we used to until probably 2 or 3 years ago, we used to get a paper calendar every year.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, New Calendar Day.
New Calendar Day.
Yeah. Or do you do the whole New Year, New Me thing?
No, funnily enough.
No, I'd say this will surprise you. I don't do New Year's resolutions either.
No, not a fan.
No. It's like if it's something that's important to you that you want to do, just do it when you think of it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to wait for the calendar to change to actually do it.
To change that element of your life. No, it's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And some people will probably say that's just me being miserable, which maybe it is. But, kind of is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So it's worth... Go on.
Carry on. No, you
so
go.
We've fed the animals. They are all still alive.
Oh, so much animal feeding. Because we've skipped 4 days since last time. 3 days, basically an entire month. It was still July 1st when I came on. So
yes, yeah, we've. I think the old starting in spring has not messed us up, but you have to wait a lot longer for the crops.
Yeah, they're harvest ready later in the year, aren't they? Because we planted in spring rather than like the wheat would have been or the barley would have been planted in winter, wouldn't it? So do you want to empty before you go round? Because they're not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little cut in here.
I'll get you. I'll attempt to reverse then.
I do think that this header is
too big.
Too big.
Yeah. Caleb was over optimistic when he brought the header for that little combine.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I got it. Well, I think probably to suspend reality, we need to install a more appropriate header for the combine.
I think we do, yes.
It's a modded combine, but it didn't come with any headers, and we didn't install any. So
it is another one of those loud combines as well. It's nice to have it turned off for just a second.
A lot of modded combines do seem very loud, don't they?
And we seem to manage to find them all.
And we pick them all. We are very good at that.
Oh dear. I don't know why.
I don't know why modders make them. Unless I've never been that close to a working combine to know if they are just insanely loud in real life.
Well,
but they seem louder than the non-modded ones.
Yeah, I think they are a loud piece of kit. I know from living where I live, you can hear them of a night when they're still going. You can hear the drone of them.
Yeah, see, none of the fields here are close enough that I would hear anything like that.
No.
They're all quite distant away.
Yeah. So we're both running new setups, aren't we, really?
New toys. Yep.
And I keep forgetting to use it.
I don't have a lot of choice.
No.
It's really far to reach for the keyboard now. It's it's kind of weird. I need to put the mouse somewhere better, because I do still like using that. I've got the camera mapped to the hat on top of the joystick.
Good shout, yeah.
But it's not analog, so it's like move left, move right, move up, move down. It's very aggressive. So
see, that's so I've got a side panel now. Good old school, none of this new fandangled stuff.
None of this new fandangled joystick.
Yeah.
Modern technology that I had when I was probably about 6.
Yeah, for a flight sim, yeah. But it's got, so it's obviously, maybe not obviously. I'm like you with saying that now. It's got a joystick, but you can swap it between, I guess, telehandler mode and camera mode.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
It is. I just need to map or work out what buttons do what, which is...
That is kind of useful.
Yeah. I can turn my front lights on, and I can bring up the F1 menu.
Can you put your pipe out?
I don't know. Just pressing loads of buttons, so we'll see what happens.
Just mash the keys like you're playing Street Fighter when you're 14.
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, hold on, let's
you
try
might want to
one.
open the pipe because you're very full.
Oh, wow.
It was more of a recommendation than it does a button exist.
Oh, come on. We can do it.
We know what we're doing.
We are.
This is a lot like when I started playing on PlayStation. It's like relearning all of the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go down the row and I'll try and continue emptying you. It's also a lot more movement.
It is a little bit.
I think I'm going to be wrecked by the time. Go on, go.
I'm just setting up the
You've got buttons for that?
Not yet, no. I've done very little with it, if you hadn't noticed.
Yeah. So people were kind of taking the pee when I kept saying, I need to spend time setting it up. And it's like, if you use mods like VCA and stuff, because I basically blanked all of the controls. Because I was like, I want to use that button for that. And I'd map it to what I wanted it, and it wouldn't work because it was also something else.
Yes.
And that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I think it's one of them where... So the only time I've used it, the only time I've really played FS was... Oh dear. I can't think. Maybe Boxing Day night, something like that.
Yeah. I think I was doing stuff that evening as well with it all.
Because I got the new RAM, so I wanted to clean the PC, install the RAM, and then I cleaned the desk, stuck the side panel on. I thought, right, I'll have a little go on. I think I was just on Baileron, Uberloo, and did a bit of forestry, did a bit of loading work, just to...
And confirm it doesn't stop me crashing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Just sort of got used to that, and then haven't done anything else with the controls, so...
Yeah, I've obviously, again, maybe not obviously, I've had the wheel and the joystick for quite a while because they were brought on in the Black Friday sales. But the shifter, which I've not actually, I've barely used, I got at Christmas. So I didn't do too much setting up until I got that because there were things that I knew I wanted to use that for.
Yeah.
And I spent a bit of time blanking all the controls out.
Yeah.
And then I did some of the basics like steering and throttle and that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And And then the first time I mapped all the telehandler controls, it was awful. I mapped them to the wrong things. I'm not sure which one of these is the mini flour mill. So
oh yes, that's what we're delivering to the flour mill.
We are.
So we can upscale the barley.
There we go. The button worked.
Well done.
So yeah, I've gone from keyboard and mouse to I now have 5 things, excluding the keyboard, on my desk to control the game. And one of them really messes up the map, which is really annoying. We might have a slight problem.
Which is we filled the flour mill.
Yeah, really? Completely with 8,000 litres.
Oh.
So, I'm going to go with we tip it on the floor in here, and then we can bring a telehandler down and use that to transfer it to the into the mill.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We don't need to up here, do we?
No. It's just like driving a completely different game at the moment.
I find myself, depends what I'm doing, whether I use my wheel or the pedals or use keyboard. It's bizarre having the steering wheel right in front of you, reaching over that to then use keyboard for driving and whatnot. It's just,
I guess now
it's just me.
You don't need to do the controller for the telehandler stuff that you were doing.
No, that is true. I hopefully can use the old side panel.
I am on my way back.
I was just going to grab the Lambo, the tractor Lambo.
In cab.
The what?
I'm doing a little bit of in-cab work.
Oh, well done you.
Realism.
Realism is key.
It feels very weird driving with a wheel and being in third person.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I used to have a wheel for my PlayStation 1.
Right, yeah.
And so it's not my first time using a wheel. I used to have a wheel for a previous PC as well.
Oh, okay.
I think I might have chucked it out when I moved once, and I didn't want to move it.
I think I remember you saying that.
Actually, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have thrown it out because the place that I had it that I moved to is here, and I wouldn't have thrown it out for that move. So I must have thrown it out before when I just stopped using it.
When it starts gathering dust.
Yeah, it was given to me. I think I might have said it. One of my friends gave it to me, and I think it was the same reason that his wife was fed up of him having it in the house.
Yeah.
And I can kind of understand that.
I'm stuck.
I'll come move the Lambo for you.
Ah.
Partly because it's in the way. Anyway, I may as well fill this one up now. So.
Yes. Yeah, I think next time, in between episodes, we could maybe do with moving stuff out the shed.
Or, because we've got all of the whole crop silage, we could just sell that and put a silo in.
That could work, actually, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think that might be a better option. Put a cheap silo in.
Alright.
I think I could go for that as a preference, probably.
You mean you don't want to have to load everything up manually?
No. And not everything is going to go down to that production.
No, because otherwise we will have flour coming out of our ears.
Yeah. Someone's left a tractor in the way.
Didn't fancy finding reverse then?
Nope. Nope. Actually, I know where reverse is. there are a couple that I mapped just before we started.
Right.
And so remembering those is challenging.
Yeah. Hope this isn't triggering anybody, but we're running at 89 degrees or 269. It's quite alright, I'll let you off.
Gotta love having dogs. And it wasn't, it was someone walking past the house.
How very dare they?
I know. I think they had a dog with them as well.
Oh, well that's justified then.
I'll wait till you've done another pass.
Might try a cut in. Oh, what a rebel.
What's the yield like?
Not bad in places. Bottom end seems a nice green. Top end's a bit of a yellowy state of affairs, but other than that,
looks like the pH was a bit ropey.
Yeah.
I will meet you. Oh, you've got your lights on still.
There we go. Well,
given that we've got 4 days in a month, I'll speed the time up a bit as well.
Oh, I forgot, yes, 4 days, of course.
Because the idea was that we have the time running faster and we just do more days.
Aye, I remember now.
Aye. And we're both really bad at that.
We are. Yeah. I will make all of this fit into 20 days.
Otherwise, you won't be able to do your 4 million contracts.
Yeah. Yeah. God, I love a contract.
See? I'm all caught up. First time ever.
Well done.
First time ever.
Yeah, I was quite ahead, and then I've sort of taken a slightly different approach to you, as I've got nothing now for
yeah.
for next week. But you know, what's the worst that could lag us, spike us?
Yeah, I've gone with the as and when.
Yeah. Well, I wanted a break, not a break from it. That sounds bad. That sounds like it's a tedious
I get what you
thing,
mean.
but it's just nice to sit and shoot people for a change. I've been racking around trying to find something and
playing American Simulator.
Oh, Disturbed. That was quite funny. I was. Oh dear. Right, start that again. I was watching SnowRunner, Mr. CDP playing his annual SnowRunner, and I thought, maybe
could use
the wheel. Yeah. And I was watching Mr. Farquhar doing what was he playing? Like one of these Hunter Call of the Wild things. Did I miss something? Nope.
I nudged you and the header bounced over part of it.
Okay.
I used to play the original The Hunter game before they released Call of the Wild, which was probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Call of the Wild is a bit faster pace.
Yeah, it looks like one of these sort of quest-based... Quest would maybe the word? Tasks, challenges.
Kind of.
Kill this to do this, and
yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, like I was saying to you before off camera, I plumped for Rainbow Six and then realised that you don't get campaigns in that anymore, which made me feel really old.
And you're too old for multiplayer, obviously.
I'm too old to be shot by an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
So went for Call of Duty, and the new one, it's epic. Oh, yeah.
American Simulator. Or Soldier Simulator.
Soldier Simulator. It was quite cool, actually. I was watching while it was down. While it took 4 hours to download, I was helping things by watching YouTube, and was watching one of these SAS, that's the wrong button, blokes actually reviewing the gameplay.
Oh yeah. What were his views on it?
I think some of it was like, it's a bit James Bondy, which is fair enough. He said, but a lot of it's obviously for the gameplay, but he says some of it's very accurate as to the way that they do things.
I think quite often with these things now they get experts in, don't they, to help with the realism, because some people do play those games to play them realistically.
Oh yeah, yeah.
One of my friends plays Escape from Tarkov.
That was one of the ones he reviewed, yeah.
Yeah, which is a multiplayer one. But I think that's mostly about playing realistically rather than, just trying to be shot by 11-year-olds in the head.
Yeah. We're going to get to the end? No, we're not.
I'm on my way back again.
Help is on the way, dear.
It's just too far it's because that header's too big.
It is. If we got a normal size header, it'd be alright.
Fills the combine way too quickly.
It does. What was I going to do? I could actually grab the other tractor, couldn't I? But yeah, but then watching that sent me down a right YouTube rabbit hole. You heard of a guy called Lex Friedman?
Nope.
He's got so many million subscribers or whatever, but he does podcasts and interviews, and he got like ex-CIA people on there and whatnot, and it wasn't so bad as the one that I pointed out to you a while back, where they actually then handed them a gun as a present. It was a bit more sort of what would the word be?
Normal,
yeah. I was just about to say normal. Yeah,
normal would be the word.
Do you want to do a bit of harvesting, and I'll cart?
I can try.
Give it a go with your wheel.
Aye. You've got VCA set anyway, haven't you? So
yes.
Does it count as a front implement or a rear implement? It doesn't count as any implement. Because I've also got VCA set for the raise and lower front and rear.
Ah, yes, okay. That's definitely what I want to map. I need to look at that and just have time.
It was one of the ones that I really wanted with I've got the mini keyboard set up, and I wanted to be able to use those because it just makes things so much easier.
Oh,
I've got the reverse direction buttons as well, which I should have used. And for some reason, it's not taking the GPS. Come on, there we go. That button doesn't work, it seems. Oh, and I should probably lower the header.
Oh dear. Welcome to Noob Simulator.
Yep. There we go. Go.
It does feel like that though.
It does. This is how I felt when I was using the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm using the PlayStation. It's like you don't know what all, and it's not helping that some of the buttons aren't working, because then they work fine for like doing mowing stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess with a combine, it doesn't count as a front or rear implement, and I don't have just the base ones mapped to anything yet.
Yeah, it's all a bit new.
Yeah. This is the first time that apart from I did a little bit of Assetto Corsa, as I was saying to you, this is the first, and like playing to set the controls up.
Yeah.
But I've not done anything properly with it, because all of the gameplay that I've been doing has been downstairs on the laptop.
Yeah, of course.
So
yeah.
Just kind of been sneaking time to get it set up.
Yeah, I think it's one of them ones. It'll grow as well, won't it? You know, like you'll do something.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Well, you're doing a cut-in, so this is how you do cut-ins. You go round.
I thought that was only one pass left, but okay.
Anyway. Actually, it's the wrong way to be doing a cut-in anyway, because you should have the pipe on the outside. So.
Are you going to make it to the end, or are you going to come to this end one? There we go.
But I'm going to go do the other one. I'm going to do it properly.
I'll just follow you around a field then, shall I?
Yeah, that's what I was doing to you at the start, so, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it, that, you know, you'll map half of it, maybe, and then you'll go, oh, actually, I can...
You'll end up changing them.
Yeah.
It's so weird that that button doesn't take, but on the keyboard it does. Right. Lower cruise control.
It's almost like that header lowers too low as well.
I think it's just probably too physically too big.
Yeah.
Which is why it looks like it lowers too much. This is almost like being in the real thing. I don't need to touch the steering wheel hardly.
That's the thing with VCA. It's like I can just press buttons and do it like the Millennial Farmer does.
If the buttons worked properly on the mini keyboard, I would have to do it even less.
Mm.
But you know, it's kind of. I don't know whether it's what I expected or not. Actually, I think it would be more interesting when I've used it for a few weeks or whatever. And
yeah, I mean, I think before, so I'd had my wheel before I got my PC.
Yeah.
And just for whatever reason, whether it was just the setup that I got at the time, smaller desk, it just worked for me to use my controller. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I hardly used the wheel. It sort of sat out the way, but now I've got a bit of a bigger desk and...
Yeah, and I am struggling because I've got a corner desk. It's kind of a pain to fit everything on.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that didn't take. Come on. Back we go. Right. GPS
I think as
on.
well...
And then we can open pipe.
You probably notice it, that your driving will be a bit smoother, sorry.
Missed a bit. What was that about smoother driving?
Yeah, I know what I meant.
Yeah, I think just general driving around probably will be. But I just think it's going to be one of those. Oh.
That'd be me. Should we back up and get that?
Yeah.
You stay there a sec, I'll get full and I'll clear off out your way.
Smoother driving, yeah? Smoother driving.
I think it's probably not having some idiot next to you in a...
you know, it's that classic problem that we always seem to have.
What? Some idiot driving next to you?
Our pipe is too short.
Don't look at the car past you. There we go. Right,
They've been grazing.
Oh,
they've been patch grazing.
So
straight out of the farm, so down the main driveway, and then it's just kind of a quick left-right at the bottom of the road.
Right. Okay.
It's so easy, even you should be able to find it.
Righto.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Your paint is coming off rather quickly.
Relatively well used, I guess.
I suppose so, yeah. Out the end of the driveway, and left, and then...
Turn right into the...
Oh, yeah.
And you should be there. And it'll probably let you put in like a litre or two in the production. And then you'll see where I've been bunging the rest on the floor.
Oh, yes. Right, let's see how we do this then.
I don't have a button for tip on the floor.
No, nor mate.
Yet.
Yeah, yet. Oh, I've really screwed that up. Oh no, we might be alright.
might be one.
Barley.
I don't know if I can add a combination of buttons to get it to work. So I can use a button on the wheel and a button on the keyboard, maybe.
Yeah, you can.
It sounds really weird if people don't realise that I have a 24-button mini keyboard. If they haven't watched that video,
you should be able to, I think.
Yeah. Alright, let's get the missed bits. That are all thanks to both of us, so I can't really blame you for all of it. But as a wise man once said, every litre counts.
I missed that because I'm in one of the noisiest places on the farm.
Every litre counts.
It does.
As we are pretty much done.
Super. Left and then right.
There. Are you on your way back?
I am indeed.
I'll chuck it in the Lambo for now. Be easier. And not the sports car variant.
Just empty it through the sun.
It's a very good bale transporter.
Well, it worked. It served a purpose, didn't it?
Yeah, it got your video 700 odd views.
Oh dear, I didn't actually look to see how many people were watching at that point. Not bitter. I hadn't. I'd looked, and it was on a couple of hundred.
The only reason I know is because YouTube kept recommending it to me.
Does YouTube ever recommend your own videos to you?
So if you go, what I found is if you go onto like your channel homepage, it will have selections that it thinks you would be interested in.
Yeah.
Which I find quite amusing. So that button. We seriously need to get you the Kubota DLC.
We do, yes. Maybe we'll get that at some point.
That should have been one for Santa to bring you.
Yeah. Shall I start the baling?
I think we've been going for a little while.
We have. We're over half an hour, haven't we? But
yeah, I have no idea what time it is actually. So in the real world, half two.
Ooh. There should be.
There's the baler on the New Holland.
I'm just trying to find it. Oh yeah.
It is tucked by the side of the cowshed.
Oh yes. I see now. Front implement.
How much did we get off that field? I assume we know.
Will what's its face tell us?
Precision farming.
That's
good.
The badger.
Like 4 or 5 trailerfuls.
It was about that, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. It is quite loud in here, isn't it?
Yes. I looked. Who was? I think I said about it on one of the Saxthorpe ones. Even when you're outside, they're so blooming loud. Stand next to them.
Yeah, it was one of the productions you were working near, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I noticed it the other day when I was faffing around with the grain dryer. That's just as loud. And I can't see anything in the XML. It just says factory. You know, there's no...
So I think it pulls in sound somewhere at the bottom of the XML.
Yeah.
And you're probably using just a base game sound.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know how easy it would be to edit it. I've never looked. I just used the default ones for mine.
Shame.
I think most of them use the dairy sound.
Oh right.
A lot of mine seem to use the dairy sound for some reason.
Yeah. I guess there's. I don't know. I know that. Oh, it was years ago. I was watching. I think it was an Argsy stream, and they were on about the creators were on about the map creator was on about it, and they were trying to work out how to do it, but yeah, be interesting.
Yeah, I don't
sensitive
think
ears.
I don't think it should be too hard.
It depends where it's stored, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah, you might have to create a copy of it in the mod.
Oh yeah.
But that's it's not a problem taking a copy of something from Giants and doing that. So
no, true.
That might be the way you have to sort it.
Yeah. Does it do it on your farm dairy?
I think that is quite loud. Yes, I think quite loud.
I hadn't realised the other day that the grain mill was so loud as it was, but I guess here's what it is really. Need to sort that.
Did you get it? Yeah, I helped you get some of it working, didn't I?
You helped me with the very helpful pointer.
with the operator error.
With my operator error.
Yes.
I still want to look at the junk.
Yep.
And whether or not I can make that.
Neil's request as to whether you could make that removable.
Yeah.
I would have a look at some of the animal pens that have removable bits.
Yeah.
I will point you at some that might be useful if you want to try and make it removable.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
The other one is I don't know if you remember Cookie Cat's Fenceless Husbandries.
Oh yeah.
That has a removable grid for helping to place things.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Might be one to try and copy.
Aye. Yeah, I need to have a look and see something with a similar feature, and then just drop a note.
Obviously, when you copy it, make sure you copy it properly.
What, so you don't have to point me in the right direction again?
Yeah, so I don't have to fix it again. I don't know why I'm bothering to manually load these, because we've got an auto-load bale trailer, haven't we?
That's good practice with your joystick. I assume you are using your joystick.
I am.
Well done.
That's why I'm going quite slowly.
I think, I guess if we just clear the headland, or bale the headland, and then call it a vid.
Sounds like a plan.
Good.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, this is when it's much better that I don't have to talk whilst doing. When I must admit, normally.
Yeah, I was sat there the other night doing the little bit of logging that I did, and could have had a pin drop. I don't think I'd even got anything playing in the background like I normally would. I was concentrating that much.
The level of concentration is ridiculous.
It makes bale handling, especially in cab, a lot easier, I think.
And the nice thing is being able to move the vehicle very slowly as well.
Yeah. You're you sort of you can feather it.
Famous last words.
Oh, well, you had to go for 3, didn't you?
Yeah.
I
don't think this bale spike is designed for 3.
No, I don't think it is, mate.
There we go. Nailed it.
Like a professional.
Indeed. A professional something. Just not a professional at this.
Oh.
I guess technically you now could consider yourself a professional.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, I could.
The
Could
magical
do.
moment finally happened.
It did, yes. Yeah. Christmas Eve, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Quite well timed, actually.
It was nicely timed. I can't remember what I thought to myself. You know, this isn't going to happen unless you start it, because I'm at that point now where two relatively well-established series where it doesn't drag in necessarily that many new viewers. So I thought, what can I do?
You think it was fair head?
Yeah, I think so. And I just, yeah. But
It's a very
why not?
nice looking map. It's a very nice
Great.
looking map.
Yeah,
I kind of feel that, given that I actually bothered to put the effort in, you probably shouldn't be wearing your high-vis vest anymore.
Oh, I am so sorry.
You know?
Oh, yes. So let's go into
high-vis map.
wardrobe.
Oh, you vanished.
And oh, I need to work out how to do this now. So
I need just as long as you're. Oh wow, that looks awful. That's interesting. It's not rendered very well. I might have to update that.
I'm struggling. So I want to be like that, and then go. Where is it?
It's the one that's got your logo in the corner.
Oh yeah. Oh, how cool is that?
I guess you've not used the wardrobe mod before.
I haven't. No. And then if we go that one,
there we go.
Then that one. Kartik.
And that's how you find us.
It is really, yeah. We'll be stood like this going, people.
Yeah, no, we're doing this.
Yeah, look at it. I'll be chasing you with my selfie stick. Oh cool. Dear. Excellent. Well, Happy New Year and all that lot.
You too. And we will be back in January.
We will indeed. Happy New Year, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.